Hello, how is everybody doing? I'm so glad that you guys are here. Thank you for watching this amazing show. So, what I want to talk today about is possibly the greatest sabotager that you live with every day. And no, this is not your mother in law. So, when we think about this moment, this is the space. This is the space where we create. And when we're thinking about this moment, where this moment happens is within the subconscious mind, like I've been talking about this week. The subconscious mind runs 93% of your thoughts. So if we think at any one point that we can't, it reinforces the subconscious mind. And then the subconscious mind plays out that scenario energetically, emotionally, and at a feeling level. Now, when I talk about this at a feeling level, is we may feel upset, we may feel pissed off. And now that we're on this mission to overcome this dis-ease, that we were diagnosed with. So I want to let you know something very powerfully right now. This disease is not yours. It's not yours to have. It is something that you were diagnosed with. You noticed symptoms, so you went into the doctor ran some tests, and the doctor identified, oh, this is what you have in this moment. So what happens is in that space, that fear, that moment of basically being held back or being our freedom being taken away, this really comes into this aspect where it affects us emotionally. So all dis-ease within the body affects you emotionally. Yes, you could say, Matt, this is happening at a physical level. Yeah, that is a symptom of the dis-ease, the physical being held back. So I know in my own life when I was being held back from walking, from going as far as I wanted to go, limitations that I predetermined, that I saw a limitation and I lived by that limitation. But it wasn't just the actions that I took in this limiting factor. It was my thought process that I had happening at the subconscious level. So something about the subconscious. The subconscious is where we create. We create everything in the subconscious mind. So when I say create, this is our reality that we see in our external environment right now. So your reality right now is created by your subconscious mind. So what do you tell yourself? What do you tell yourself now that you've been diagnosed? Do you say, oh man, I'm getting through this. I am not this. I am going to rise above it. There is nothing. And that might be a belief. But that belief is not enough to change the subconscious mind. Because like I said, that subconscious mind is running 93% of your thoughts that you have every day. So if we think and we have fear, we have worries about a symptom coming in, or we feel that our freedom is being taken away, which leads to frustration, anger, sadness, we basically then are crafting that into our world. We are painting our current situation right now based upon our thoughts. And our thoughts happen at the subconscious level. So your subconscious mind is holding you back from healing. It's holding you back from achieving what you want to achieve. And if we allow our subconscious mind to do this and being unaware of the subconscious mind, then all of a sudden everything will happen. And then we say, well, this is what I was diagnosed with. This is my situation. This is what's happening. So then you will prove to me and prove to everyone around you why MS is holding you back. And no one can argue against it. No one can say, oh, that's crazy. You can't. You're so much bigger than this. But what happens is if we're proving to other individuals that this is what I was diagnosed with, and we keep telling and living that story, then that keeps creating our reality that is all around us. So in the quantum field, we are taking a different stance. We're taking a different approach to this. Because if your possibility of healing already exists in the quantum field, this is now being studied. You can read the book Quantum Healing or Quantum Body by Deepak Chopra, Dr. Deepak Chopra. Very powerful book. And when he talks about this, how we feel, what we think, who we are being is crafting our reality. So let's spin this on its head. Let's go to changing the subconscious mind. Now, it can be as easy as breathing. And why do I say that? Because when you breathe, you are unconscious. You are not conscious towards breathing. But when you are in meditation or you take a step towards this, you consciously become aware of breathing. You take a deep breath in, feel it enter your body, remain into that present moment, and then slowly release that breath. So now you are consciously aware of breathing in that moment. So when we become conscious in this present moment of now, think of it as you are now starting to retrain the subconscious mind. So we can be aware of where we're directing the subconscious mind by how we feel. So if we're feeling pissed off, that's okay. Feel pissed off. Don't avoid it or resist it. So any feeling that you're feeling, if it's not one that you want, we have two roads that we can walk down. We can walk down a road of shame, blame, guilt, and frustration, which then reinforces the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind wins in that category because we are not aware. We are not aware of being conscious. But the second road we can walk down is being consciously aware. Being aware that I'm pissed off right now. So what I would like you to do in this moment is call it out. Call it out of how you feel. And you can do this right now in this moment. Call out how you are feeling right now in this moment. Doesn't mean you have to stay there, but you're also not resisting it. Because what we resist persists within our life. So then, when you make a conscious choice, you will choose acts of love. Because that is who you are. You are innately love. You are made in the likeness and image of God, source, universe, whatever you believe. And that is love. So when you are consciously aware, you will choose love. So I will ask you a question. I've asked this question many times. So in this moment, right now, you can choose fear or you can choose love. Which one do you choose? Now, not knowing you or not seeing how you're entering into this situation, I know you chose love. We do not choose fear consciously. We choose fear subconsciously. Because this is what the subconscious mind is actually made for. It's actually why we have it. It's what keeps us away from danger. It's what keeps us from driving 120 miles down the highway recklessly. Because our subconscious mind's like, that's silly. That's stupid. Why would you do that? That is really dangerous and you can harm somebody else. So we don't do it. So under this moment, when we're diagnosed with the dis-ease, we fall upon this subconscious mind of fear. And we start living out the scenario of that subconscious mind of fear over and over and over again. And we can get triggered in specific events. So let's say a triggering event comes in, a phone call from a loved one, somebody you're walking into the gym and they make a comment about how you are walking. But we don't stand in our power in that moment. We step back into the, oh man, am I getting worse? is this is just what the doctors told, and what they said is what's going to happen. So we play out that scenario. So you're looking at all these different events show up in our life, and this can be down to a symptom that comes into your life. You begin acting out the symptom. Know that I offer compassion when I say this, because I've walked this road. I've been there. I remember when I woke up in the morning and man, I didn't want to get out of bed. I hated having to walk somewhere because I didn't think I was going to walk very well, or somebody would notice me in that moment. So then that began to dictate my reality for that day. I struggled walking until I became aware. Until I became aware that I had a choice. I had a choice in what I was thinking. And then I took a small step. I took a small step towards possibility. And so when I took that small step, it was one step forward. And I may have taken 3 steps back, but that's okay. I always took that step forward. And pretty soon over time, those steps started to accumulate and grow. But also, what was happening during this moment was I was changing to a mindset of possibility, a mindset of growth, a mindset of rising above this dis-ease. And I know you can do this too. I know you have this power within you. We all do. This is power that's not handed out to specific people. This is what you are innately born with. And when we do that, we change our quantum reality. We change the reality. And when I say quantum, is everything is happening right now in the quantum field. You are healed right now in the quantum field. You play out a scenario in your life in the quantum field. And scientists have proven this. What you observe comes to be within the light. You can look up the double slit experiment with photons. And under observations, the photons changed. And doctors and scientists looked at this and they're like, how the heck does this happen? Because it didn't make any sense. Now, you are that energy. You have this ability within you. So then it comes down to choosing how you want to be. And it's not going to be easy at first. This could be one of the most challenging things that you do, is to become aware, to break the habit of being yourself, like Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about. It's very powerful, because if you continue living in the same reality, you will continue experiencing the same results. So we have a choice to step into a new, beautiful reality. But it can happen all at once. I've seen it. Or it's these small steps of 1%. As you encourage yourself, as you begin retraining your subconscious mind. So when you sleep, you are healing. So as you go throughout your day, you'll maybe notice a situation that's not happening the way you want, and you take a breath. And you make a different choice on how you are going to respond to it instead of reacting. Reaction leads us to an old space. Responding leads us to a space of love, because you are consciously aware. So you guys are so amazing. Thank you so much for watching today. Thank you for being a part of this. And I hope that in this next moment, you choose. So what I was talking about earlier is your homework is what I'd really like to encourage you to do is to become aware. How are you feeling right now? And call it out. Even if you're pissed off, that's okay. Call it out. See it for what it is. It's just a thought. It's just a feeling. Then you have a choice at that moment to choose how you want to be. And I do know you will choose love. So I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching me. Thank you for being a part of this.